Gray hair's not broken, it's just dry. And once I realized that, everything changed. But for the longest time, I was treating my hair like it was damaged. And my hair kept getting worse. It felt stiff, dry, like straw. And I couldn't figure out why, because I was doing everything right. Bond repair, protein, I was layering Olaplex, K18, all kinds of products to give my hair more strength and to fix it. But what I realized was that my hair didn't need repair anymore. It needed moisture. And this is where I think a lot of people get confused. Dry hair and damaged hair are not the same thing. And if your hair is chemically processed, bleached, colored, permed, then yes, bond repair makes sense. But if your hair is natural, and especially if it's gray, then it's probably just dry. And I talked about this in my last video, but something I didn't realize at the time is how much protein and bond building ingredients are in everything. So like shampoos, conditioners, hair masks, even styling products and hair serums, a lot of them are sneaking that protein in there.
And just to be clear, bond repair and protein aren't exactly the same thing, but a lot of products have one or the other, or even both, and too much of either can leave your hair feeling dry, stiff, and brittle.
So even if you're not using something that's labeled bond strength or bond repair, you might be layering protein over and over again without even realizing it. And protein's not bad. It actually has a place. See, if your hair feels too soft, like soft and mushy, protein can help give your hair some structure.
So it doesn't mean you need to throw all your protein products away, because there is a place for them. If your hair ever starts to feel really soft, almost too soft, that's when protein can actually help.
But that wasn't my problem. My hair didn't need structure. It needed softness. And when you keep adding protein to hair that doesn't need it, that's when it starts to feel stiff, dry, and brittle. My hair was actually snapping off at the end. And I had way more split ends than I did when I was coloring my hair. So what do we do about it? Instead of layering more treatments, I simplified everything. I focused on moisture. The first thing was my shampoo. I switched to something gentle that's not stripping. Because if your shampoo is already too harsh, you're starting off dry already before you even condition. But back up a minute, because I also included clarifying into my routine, and I don't do it that often, but a good clarifying shampoo is going to just remove any product buildup from your hair and get your hair ready for your next product. The conditioner was the biggest change, a really good moisturizing conditioner, because I'm telling you, it seems like they put protein in every conditioner. I didn't want protein heavy. I just wanted something to soften my hair. And then a deep conditioning mask and something moisturizing without a lot of protein in it, or even protein free, because again, my hair was begging for moisture, not more structure. One of my favorite ones that is protein free is by Briogeo. It's their superfoods line, and these smell like smoothies. I love the kiwi avocado or the acai passion fruit. They're both really, really good. And they smell delicious. By the way, this isn't a sponsored video. I'm just sharing what I actually use on my hair. Now, this doesn't mean to go throw everything in the garbage. You have to listen to your hair, and sometimes your hair might need a little bit more structure. Again, if it starts to feel too mushy, that means you might have overloaded a little bit on the moisture, and you might want to add a little protein back in.
It's all about finding the balance.
Now, let's talk about leave-ins. Do I use a leave-in? Not all the time. Now, occasionally, I might go in with a leave-in conditioner, a very lightweight one, and not a lot. Because my hair is wavy, it gets heavily weighted down by heavy products. So usually like leave-in conditioners, I either skip altogether or I'll use a very lightweight one just to help with that dry, rough feeling. Now that I've gotten rid of a lot of the protein though in my hair routine, I don't find the need to use a leave-in conditioner anymore. But I will use an oil or a serum, because an oil or a serum is going to smooth everything down. But you've got to be careful, because these tend to be loaded with protein too. I like this one from Misensin. Apparently this is the #1 hair serum in Korea, and it's actually clear, which is super important for silver hair, because you don't want to be putting amber colored oils into your hair. That can cause discoloration. Your hair might not be as vibrant. Putting that serum though on the mids and ends just gives my hair that soft, touchable feel. Now, another sneaky place where protein tends to live is in your styling products, especially so if you're like a wavy or a curly and you're using styling products like gels, mousse, curl creams, that kind of stuff. You might find that you're just layering protein on top of protein. Now when I wear my hair wavy, I use something just very lightweight to define it. Nothing crunchy, nothing too heavy, but just enough to work with my texture. Oh, and I still heat style, but instead of trying to repair damage after the fact, I focus on trying to prevent it in the first place by using a really good heat protectant. I even use it when I'm diffusing my curly hair. Once I stopped overloading my hair with bond repair and protein, my hair started feeling so soft again. Not stiff, not coated, just normal, healthy, touchable hair.
So it's not about adding more and more products. It's about using the right ones. And don't get all caught up in ingredients. Just go by how your hair feels.
I'll link what I've been using so you can see exactly what works for me. Honestly, the biggest change wasn't the exact products, it was shifting away from repair and focusing on moisture instead. So if your hair feels dry, try a little moisture. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, give it a share, give it a save, do all the things. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. As usual, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.